Oliver, thank you very much for joining us. This season you've got quite a squad to go to war with. Are you excited for the season ahead?
Yeah, always at the start of the season we thought we had a nice bunch of horses, and as my ex-boss said, Fred Winter, this time of year normally you have a lot of swans and they soon turn back to ugly ducklings. But luckily at the moment we've got a handful of horses which are capable of running on Grade 1 tracks on a Saturday.
Let's start with Many Clouds for the Hennessy Gold Cup. He looks to be in fantastic form. How is he at the minute?
He's in great order. Very, very happy with his prep run up in Carlisle, and very happy with his progress. He's back in work. He just worked this morning, and schooling great. He's very confident at the moment, which is perfect. So it's as long as I keep him that way for another 10, 12 days, I'll be happy.
And has he always been a horse that you've thought that this horse is exceptional, or has he kind of matured and got better as time's gone on?
No, he's improved as time's gone on. He was always going to, in fairness. He was a shell of a horse as a youngster. He was second in the EBF final off top weight at Sandown. But he's now a man, a fully grown man. Last year he was just a teenager, and the season before he was a kid. So he was developed into he's a big strong horse now. He's 17 hands, and so it was going to take time for him to fully mature. I always thought this might be the race for him many years ago. You never think it's going to happen. You hope it's going to happen. And touch wood, as long as I can keep him sound in the next 10 days and in one piece, we'll hopefully come here with a live chance.
And you mentioned his chances. Do you rate him as a strong contender for the race?
Yes, I do. I'm not coming here just for the fresh air, I can promise you. But I can't think of other horses. I'm more concerned about my own horse. You need a lot of luck in running. You just need one horse to make a mistake in front of you and to bring you down, etc. Like it happened in the RSA with him last season. So, given luck in running, he's coming here with a live chance.
And you've already won the Hennessy in your career early in 1990. What would it mean to you to win another Hennessy, being such a local trainer?
Big time. I've had the taste for it once, and I want the taste again. And it's been a long time having some decent horses to run in races like this. So it would mean a huge amount, not just for me, for my family and my staff.
And also another stable star of yours, Deputy Dan, ran yesterday. What were your thoughts on his performance?
Very happy. A bit concerned about him going right at the end, but really happy with his jumping. I put it down to just idling in front. He'd been in front for a whole circuit. The most pleasing thing about it was that he had Paul Nicholls' horse, in my opinion, beat halfway down the back, which is really 2 miles. So I just think he idled in front. So he could be back here next year for the Hennessy. Who knows?
It really is very interesting. Do you have any immediate plans with him at the minute?
No, I haven't. I was thinking of coming here next week, but it might be a bit soon. There's a race at Exeter just after the Tingle Creek meeting at Sandown. There's a possibility we might go to, but I haven't discussed it with the owner yet. But he's fine this morning, which is the most important thing.
You mentioned after the race that I think you felt that he was a stayer. In time, do you see him as a Grand National prospect? Possibly,
yeah. Those sort of horses appear. They don't happen, in my opinion. But I was surprised how much toe he showed. So we haven't got to worry about getting 4 miles yet. He's got the speed to win over 2.5, let alone 3 at the moment.
And another stable star, Puffin Billy, who's become a fan's favourite, so to speak. How is he at the minute?
Yeah, he's fine. I was satisfied with his first run. And the forms worked out to be pretty decent, with Dunraven winning at Cheltenham on Sunday. It took a bit out of him. He was very quiet for 10 days. And one mustn't forget, he was he was on death's door last December, having had a twisted gut, and he lost a lot of condition and everything. So you're never quite sure how much fire's still in the belly when they get on the race course. He worked super this morning, and he jumped well last Thursday. He's in at Ascot on Friday, and possibly next week. So I don't know, but we're very close to running, and I'm very hopeful that he'll come back to his best.
And in terms of do you have any long-term plans for him, or is it very much a case of taking each day as it comes?
I'm going to take each day as it comes. I'd like him to win one, and then we can start making plans. I think it's important for him to learn how to win again. And one mustn't forget, when his bumpers and his hurdle races, he was winning in very testing ground very easily. So I want him to win first, get the taste back again, then we can start planning.
And just finally, one other stable star has kind of gone under the radar a little bit. Mischievous Millie finished second to Glenn's Melody on a couple of occasions, who then went on to finish a very narrow second to Gavega in the Mares Hurdle. How is she?
Yeah, well remembered. Very impressed. She's fine. She had picked up an injury prior to Cheltenham, hence not running at Cheltenham. She won't be ready to run till Christmas time, but she's fine. We're going to have another crack at hopefully get to Cheltenham for the David Nicholson and then go chasing next year. But I'm very happy at the moment. It's very much day by day with her because she did have a little bit of leg problems. But on that form with Glenn's Melody, she had to be knocking on the door at Cheltenham.
And I mean, obviously, you mentioned the fact she would be knocking on the door at Cheltenham. Do you think that this year, if she does successfully, hopefully get to the Cheltenham Festival, that she'd have a great chance?
Yes, I do, because she's strengthened up as well. She was a very slight filly. She surprised me in her younger days because there wasn't much of her. But she's developed and thickened out, and as long as she retains her ability, she's got to go there with a live chance.